I turned around looking at her and she had her mouth open looking kind of funny, and I thought, oh.
Taking care of a smaller property, doing those things has allowed us to be able to spend more time doing other things.
You know, all these politicians are talking about affordable housing, affordable housing. Right here it is. Just let it be put where people need it.
Hello, Sally Taylor.
I'm Mike Taylor. This is our Adobe home. It's about 200 square feet with an additional 2 lofts at the top. Come and join us in a little tour.
Welcome on the inside of our Adobe home. So right as you come into the door, to the right, we have our kitchen. So we have a very nice kitchen. We have done a few renovations and things in the kitchen as well. We've added a larger refrigerator. In the beginning, we had a really small refrigerator, so we needed to have a larger one. We also have a air fryer type baking oven at the top that we can use as well. We have a microwave, we have a coffee pot. So we do have a small sink, have a butcher block that goes on top of it you can actually use. My preference would be to have a little bit of a larger sink. However, it is functional. You can work with that. One of the reasons we do like the small sink is because it does allow us to have a lot more countertop for cooking or laying out things from that nature. We also, as a matter of fact, this fabric for our windows and our curtains here was left by the person who owned it before us. So her intent was to make sure there were curtains here, so we went ahead and did that. We ended up deciding on this sort of a sea green type collar, aqua type collar, which goes very well with the theme of the Southwest. We have a 2-burner cooktop. When you're used to a full stove, you know, it's a little different because you don't have the oven, things of that nature. Although if you do have a full stove that you're used to, this isn't much different than the cooktop on those. So it functions just the same. You can have a little side burner if you need it, but this is really sufficient for 2 people. So our Adobe house has a hot water tank that's actually hidden here behind the cabinetry. It's a 14-gallon water tank. So that's pretty nice. It stays out of the way to where you can't see it. It functions well. We also have some nice under cabinet storage that helps quite a bit. This is pretty much just functional with garbage can, cleaning supplies, things of that nature. This has just been some pots and pans and storage for like through your spoons, forks and knives, things of that nature is in here. But it's very nice, it's very handy, it's close to when you're cooking and things of that nature. So on the other side of the kitchen from the sink and the cabinets, we also have this beautiful barn door that helps to provide privacy into the restroom. And we actually got some decals to further the Southwest theme. So we got these and put them on the cabinet just to provide that decorative atmosphere there. Also have some peppers, different colored peppers that also add to the Southwest theme as well. So this is very nice. And then we go into our washer dryer area. This is actually something we felt it was very important to have. There is the option of a combo washer dryer in some of the units, but we chose to have this stackable washer and dryer, and it works quite well. And when this insert was already here, although we had to do a little bit of work to get that to fix in there or to fit in there. And we actually hired a lady that lives in the community here. Her son come from New York, and he actually painted this theme for us around that. So he did an excellent job, and it still goes with the Southwest theme. So we're very proud to have that, and you see that as soon as you walk in through the door.
Okay, this is our bathroom. It's across from the kitchen. It's about a 3-foot by 5-foot to the shower, and it's a 32-inch shower. This is the toilet here. There's no sink, so I bought one of these little sinks that sit on top the back of the toilet. You can wash your hands. Kids love it. I don't know why, they just absolutely love it. Actually, the soapy water off your hands goes back into the tank, so when you flush the toilet, it goes into the bowl, so it actually keeps the toilet pretty clean. Yeah, we've added a little medicine cabinet up here above the toilet with a big mirror on it, and it's just to keep your bathroom stuff in. This is the window, and we put this sticky stuff on the window to kind of have privacy, you know. But if you're not using the bathroom and it's a nice cool day, you open this window and open the other 2 windows, and a real nice breeze comes through the house. It's small, but it's a good size. I mean, you can sit comfortably on the toilet. The shower is plenty big enough. That's one thing I've always found, that you really don't need a 3,000 square foot house, especially if there's just two of you. You know, and if you're a single person, and why do you want a big house with 2 bathrooms and all this stuff? You know, this is really all you need when you think about it. We were living in Northwest Ohio. We had a 1,800 square foot house, which wasn't bad, but you know, it was just too big for us. And so we started talking about it, and our house popped up, you know, for sale. So we jumped on it, and we thought, well, we'll use it for a vacation home, basically, and see how we like it. When we first bought the house, we walked in, and I'm thinking, boy, this is really smaller than what I thought. And I turned around, looked at her, and she had her mouth open, looking kind of funny, and I thought, uh-oh. So we had brought stuff with us, we moved it in, and the next day we were sitting, and I looked over to her, and she was looking around the house, and I thought, oh, here we go. And she looked at me and said, you know, I could live here. And she told me, she said, I could sit here and look and see where you're at anytime.
All times.
Yeah, all times.
It's like one big room. He can't get away from me.
So we decided, well, okay, let's just plan on our retirement while living here. So that's what we did. We sold our house in Ohio and just recently moved in full time. But it's comfortable. It's all you need. It's affordable. You know, all these politicians are talking about affordable housing, affordable housing. Right here it is. Just let it be put where people need it.
Yes.
You know, that's what I don't understand. It's, you know, and especially at our age, you just don't need all that stuff. If we wanted to take off and go to Europe, we've got the money to do that now. All right, this is our living space here. And up here we have a mini split, which works great. And I mean, it heats and cools this place in seconds. I got a little fireplace down here. I like the feel of the heat sometimes. I'm getting old, so sometimes I like to stand in front of a heater, you know, turn the TV on, watch my shows, and just sit. And I notice it's extremely quiet. Occasionally somebody will drive by, you know, but it's just extremely, in the middle of the day, you can just sit here and it's quiet. I mean, it's just comfortable, you know, you just lounge, you relax, you watch TV. We've got our little storage cabinet here with our DVDs and stuff like that, or I got a little CD player, I listen to music. You just let the day go. You just relax and enjoy yourself and just kind of get your blood pressure down. The house originally had the ladder to go up to the bedroom, and it does okay. I mean, it's fine, but we preferred the steps, so we put the steps in, make it easier to go up and down. And of course, you got your railing now and makes it much safer. We've got storage under the steps. We got a little chair with a little desk if you pull it out and put the laptop on it or whatever. With the other loft, we have to use the ladder. We don't go up there very much, you know, but if somebody comes to visit or something like that, you know, they could stay up there and they can deal with the ladder.
Place I work is, you know, a medical health system. I had thought that I would retire early, and so was planning to, and then when I told them I was planning on retiring, they asked that I stay on longer. I let them know I was moving. You know, that may not be an option, but they provided me with an option to work remote. So I'm continuing to work from home, which is very nice. I really like that because I get to be more with him. And you know, from that aspect, I'm not sure how long it'll last. We'll see. You know, I do plan to retire at some point, but it's been nice to be in both worlds, so to speak. I work pretty much the same hours I worked before, which is a lot when you're working for a medical group. So the time from working hasn't really diminished a whole lot, but just taking care of a smaller property, doing those things has allowed us to be able to spend more time doing other things. We are now in the main loft. We also have a queen size mattress. It's about 12-inch depth in the mattress. Still gives you plenty of seating room when you sit on the mattress. We have a nice rug and some foam cushion things up here so that it helps when you need to move around up here. We do have quite a bit of space up here for sleeping, and we also have some other additional space here for a little bit of storage or things of that nature if you like. This is our second loft, which is located right above the kitchen bathroom area. You can see that we have a lot of room in this loft as well. This is a 14-inch deep mattress. Love the little colorful tables and things we have up here that matches the theme. So for this spare loft, we don't use it as much as we do the other loft, but we do like to have it available if we need it.
We've completely redid the outside, painted it, built the deck. This is actually one of the metal houses, and it's stucco, which is kind of like a putty. It's actually the paint collar and everything that's put on there. And this paint here, I just painted over the stucco and everything because it was in good shape, but we just didn't like the color. This is our deck. Now, we put a little glider here, which everybody loves. We got a little table there with the chairs, and we got an umbrella, so it's quiet. It's absolutely wonderful to pop the umbrella up if the sun's over here and sit here and just enjoy yourself and relax. And there's always neighbors coming by and, hey, how you doing? And they'll come up and sit down and we'll talk. It's so comfortable here. It's not too hot and it's not too cold, and it's just really nice. This is our 6x6 shed. It's made with the insulated steel panels like the house. So you could actually put a little heat lamp out here, and in the wintertime, you just keep everything warm. So you could actually keep food, whatever you want out here. I've got some tools and things like that, and we've got paper towels, things of that nature out here, so it's not clogging the house up.
One thing I would say is if you're looking to go tiny and you are with a partner, it's important that you want to be with your partner all the time, because living tiny, you are with each other constantly. If you don't get along and you've got to have your private space, it's not the life for you, unless you get two tiny homes. You have one and they have one. Michael and I really enjoy being together. We don't do a whole lot ourselves. I mean, while I'm working, he gets out in the community and does a few things to help people, but in general, we enjoy being together. So being this close works for us. And I would say, not only is it frugal, so to speak, and you could be saving some money.
A lot of money.
But a lot of money. It's comforting. It's really just relaxing, and you don't have a lot of worries on your shoulders about having to take care of so many other things when you own another home. The maintenance, things of that nature. On our tiny homes, you don't have as much maintenance. So, it's a joy, because it just really depends on your life and what you want in your life. If you want to live tiny, be able to do other things, to travel or do whatever, then this is a good thing for you. Thank you for joining our tour here in Tennessee to be able to see our beautiful Adobe home.